Um, Another anthem of mine, which kind of goes along with the first part, my family, is my daughter, and I have a really quick story I want to share. Basically, you just need to know the background that I've always been a really big child. I've never been able to learn to love myself. I think it was 140 pounds by the time I was in fourth grade. Didn't know how to love myself, never really learned how. My mom gave me up when I was about 18 months old, and I went to live with my grandparents. And I lived there till I was 15 in a very strict environment. That was good for me. I do say it was good for me because my mom took me back when I was 15 and she was not strict. Um, and I got in a lot of trouble. I got the wrong friends, and it was people that I thought, you know, they made me feel good because they actually liked me, and I never learned to love myself. They actually liked me, and I had a big group of friends, but they all did drugs. They all, drank alcohol. They all smoked. So I got into all that. Men, because it made me feel what I thought was good about myself at the time, that men actually liked me. They were actually just using me. So, but I got into drugs really bad. And I got into, alcohol and smoking. Got pregnant when I was 19, and I went off all of it. Cold turkey, nothing. I just went off all of it. And my whole pregnancy without doing anything harmful to my child. And right after I had my child, I decided I was going to straighten my life out for good. But that only lasted about 2 months. I went to go live with some people, some friends who were not very good influences. We started partying every night. I got right back into my drugs. My mom would take my daughter whenever I was doing my thing. One night, it was like Valentine's Day. My daughter was about 6 months old. She gave me some money, and I thought, yes, I can go buy drugs. And I said, Mom, take my daughter for the night. And she said, I can't. I have plans. And I was like, please, please take my daughter. She said, no, I can't have plans. I, for the first time, did drugs with her there. And that's the night that changed my life. I felt really messed up. She was in the back room. Not the bathroom, but she was in the back room, and I had fed her, and she was okay, and she was asleep, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I went into the bathroom, and I was hallucinating. I was really messed up. I was trying to pull my face off. I thought my face was falling off. Saw a razor blade on the counter. Decided I should just slit my wrist right now. It wasn't like I wanted to kill myself. It was just like I was so messed up, I was just going to do it. So I heard my daughter start screaming and crying at that exact moment. Dropped the razor blade, ran into the room where she was at, picked her up, sat down and started rocking her. And I rocked her for about 5 hours. 6 o'clock in the morning, my cousin called me. I still had her in my arms. My cousin called me, and she said, I'm moving back to Iowa. She said, I can't take it here anymore. She was getting into a lot of trouble as well. So she said, I'm moving back to Iowa. Are you coming? That's where my grandparents were. And I needed to get back to my relationship with God that I had when I was with my grandparents. And it was a stricter environment. I knew that I would do better there. So I said, yes, I'm going. One day later, we packed up our stuff and we were gone. I never returned to that environment. I never ever returned to that lifestyle. I quit everything cold turkey and never went back. And,